Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Strakamar. It's time for the final fight versus Nightmare Campaign. Last time, we made it all the way into hell. Yes. Into hell. And we're going to continue our path into the depths. Because trust me when I say, this isn't like brutal. This is way the heck harder. There's a reason I'm doing it like this. Because there will come a time when I literally... Like, I am going to have to put Kale and Savage. Like, he normally farms this stuff, but not on Nightmare difficulty, he doesn't. Because trust me, he can't solo this. Because, yeah. Before you ask, there's a reason why I keep putting the is if he's the last one standing, like I'm seriously afraid of Mortu. Before you're like, why are you afraid of Mortu? Mortu, this is not your normal garden variety Mortu. This is the I'm going to kill you and you're going to have a very bad time Mortu. And we're climbing up to that point. Because there will come a time where I'm going to have to make a team of a very specific nature to get this done. Every one of these. It's not like I can just run this on Frappe and make this work. No, no, no. No, 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 no. This is much, much harder to do. Anyone see that damage? That is a preview. Each one of these does that much damage. Anyone see that? This is what Nightmare looks like. Note how Kale can't remotely solo this in his current build. I want you to think about that. How different these mobs actually are. Take note, as I'm telling you, this is why I made an endgame Kale build. This is why. Because I knew that eventually this was going to happen. We're coming into the final stretch of demons. Level 247. Lord Shazar's. See how much that did? Yeah, you thought I was joking when I said very high damage. No, I meant it. I needed to place the unkillable buff, whatever. We're going to the next stage. We're not even going to stop. We're not going to stop until I get to the end of this. I'm going all the way. If I have to change teams to do it, so be it. We're pushing all the way. I'm going to go for that. It's high stakes battles here, folks. The only reason that I have any confidence that we can beat this is because of Paragon. Literally. And it may come down to just him. It may very well come down to just Paragon. You do know that. Because I don't have a lot of good answers versus Spirit Affinity. And that guy hits very hard. The final boss. The Mortu, that's like... have to go check his gear and level it. If possible. For Paragon, I mean. I realized I want Kale or some other Magic Affinity person in here. Because there's Spirit Affinity. At least a lot of the ones that matter. But yeah, it may come down to Paragon. Huh. Level 250 mobs, man. Oh boy. Take a slight breather here. Gonna start pumping some silver into this banner. Because I know he's gonna need some resistance. I think I'll be able to get it to 14. Make sure all his gear is minimum level 12. Because we're going to need him. That's the thing. We're going to need him for the boss when we get there. please put some points in HP. Please. Thank you. Because the last thing we need is to put points into... Did I even say to put points into that? Oh. I'm not going to rework it. That would be like, this chaos ore is so not even... Try to get it to 14. But yeah, we're going to want to pump some stats into our Paragon, because he's got a job to do. He's got a job to do. All right. Let's keep it up. Get that. I like that even decreasing their defense doesn't do almost anything. Literally, their defense is that jacked up. No, I made a mistake. I need to stop doing that. Question is, man, never thought you'd see the day when there's a level 250 Diabolist on the enemy team, eh? Well, that day has finally come. And the piece of gear it gives is still terrible. Let's get through this. Number one focus is going to be the block revive champ. You don't want to give him a turn if you can. You really don't. Because like I said, whoever gets hit by that ability is up a creek. Whoever gets killed by, they are like permanently ended if they get hit by that Anithwe. Anithwe is he's a very rare but very serious champ. There's a reason I did that. It's because I fear that it would be her last move to do some damage, so I'm like, let's do it to get rid of the block revive champ. There we go, we made it. What time are we at? Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, this is fitting. Fitting for a finale, right? Okay. Let's give it a go with this team. If not, we'll do some other teams. There's a reason I'm putting DPS in here. I'm trying to keep things spicier rather than just going tank builds and being boring. Because I don't want to be boring. I don't want to bore everyone with trying to take on Nightmare Campaign. Because it's bad enough that these mobs are literally absolute units. There's a reason I did that. I'm focusing, all eyes are on this guy. Because I know that he has the block revive. Ultimate priority is the guy that does block revives. And to keep them under relative control. Is if you don't, especially the I mean, it may very well come down to Paragon. I just want to warn you before you think that Paragon doesn't have a huge part to play in this. It may very well come down to just him. Okay, so order of operations. We're going to want to tackle him first. So, yes, it may very well come down to Paragon and him. At least we're going to try to whittle it down. Paragon and Syl. So we're going to go take out the ads first. There's a reason I'm trying to focus those specific ads. As I don't want them in the fight. Okay, it's clear that he's not durable enough to even survive one round of spells, some more too. That part is clear. Alright, we dealt with the ads. Perfect. So goes with that. He tries to peril. It fails. He tries to peril that. This might actually work. Ah, sick. This works. Keeps trying to peril the Paragon. Ha ha ha. This works. Sick. That sky punishment. Get that feather barrage. Oh, yeah! I told you I could do it. I told you. Yeah! Nightmare campaign down! Oh, yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah. I did it! I beat! All survived, but it involved trying to repeatedly peril the Paragon and failing. But he only aimed for Paragon. Revives. Yep.